Hey jerks, so it's been so long since I've done a video that I don't even remember how to do these videos anymore. You might know that there's a thing going on in the world right now that's making us all a little bored. Hope you're getting through it okay, hope you're safe, hope you're healthy, hope your family's good. I'm bored, so let's do something today. I picked up one of these. This is the Racing Beat cold air intake. I'm not even gonna call it a cold air intake because it's not. It just basically gets rid of your air box. And I bought a shitty filter from O'Reilly's, and we're going to put it in the 90 because I've got nothing better to do. So basically, this thing is going to go right here. There. Done. Now, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to do apparently. It bolts on right there nice and easy. That's not gonna be a problem to bolt it on. However, I'm pretty sure this stability bar has to go, which is a shame because I really like that. And I have to figure out what to do with my cruise control module right here. I'm not really sure where that's gonna go. I'm just gonna stick it somewhere, so we'll see. Hopefully I don't have to remove this bar. I might have to, but I don't know. Once this box is gone, maybe I can shift this whole thing that way a bit, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll stick in there, maybe it'll fit. It also kind of comes with this bar. It literally says it's supposed to go with it, but I have no idea where this is supposed to go or what's supposed to happen with it. So I am going to do what I always do. I'm not going to look up anything online. I'm just gonna fucking do stuff, and I'll screw it all up, and then I'll fix it, and then the video will be done. All right, so obviously the first thing we want to do is get out the snorkel and the air box. I've got my 10mm and my 12mm because obviously you can take apart the entire car with these two things. That was pretty easy. Oh, I'm also gonna need a screwdriver to get, no I'm not, never mind. So, you don't remove your AFR, AFM, I don't know what it is. It's the thing that regulates or pays attention to how much oxygen you got going through there. So just to show you, there was a bolt here, there's a bolt here, and there was a bolt here. And I think that makes it pretty loose. I think that's the only three holding it in there. So I'm gonna take off these 4 bolts so that I can remove the air box without removing the rest of the AFM and stuff like that. All right, so here is the cruise control module. Now, I'm kind of confused about this because it doesn't currently work in the car, and I'm wondering if I need it at all. This is a vacuum line going to that, which I'll have to plug apparently. Good. So for now, I'm gonna disconnect this. This vacuum line right here goes to the module here, and then it connects to something back in there. I'm not really sure what it does though. It goes into the firewall, I know that. Okay, I'm betting that that's a relocation plan right there. And all I have to do is figure out a way to keep these two things connected. I bet you I could stick it right there. We're gonna be fine. It'll be great. All right, let's take this box out of here. I want to disconnect this just to make it easier for me to get to. And you just have these two little, there's wires, one here and one here that you're supposed to separate. And you're gonna take your pry tool to do that. So it's kind of hard to do. You have to get in there. There. And I have room to pull this out of here. I'm actually going to take it off. Wrong pry tool. I'm actually going to take it off from here so I can figure out a way to get that out of there better. Okay. Pull it off of here, pull this out of here. Okay. All I got to do is disconnect this from this. It's this bolt right here that needs to come out. Way to go, Greg. Let's turn the bracket out of the way. This pops right off. Ta-da! Alright, see, this is all about weight reduction at this point. I've now just removed about, oh, here's that nut. I've just removed 4 ounces from the car. It's good. Let's put the pieces in, I guess. Alright, so this goes awesome. I don't know if you can see the problem here, but this filter is big. What if I flip it upside down? If I flip this upside down, I'm going to get the clearance that I need, and I can still plug this in, that's fine. And that gives this all the room it needs. Okay. Now, again, I have read no instructions. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. It's not that I recommend that you do something like that. It's just what I do. All right, stick this back on here. Cool. And when we put that here, it does appear that I will be able to have it like that without too much worry of it banging into this. So I'll be able to keep this. Look how sturdy that is. That's probably not doing anything except looking cool. It's all good. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. Way to go, Racing Beat. By the way, this is not the filter that comes with the kit, I guess. The filter that comes with the kit is like a $53 filter that is not something you can pick up at your local wherever. If I'm looking at holes in there, there's a couple of options. So there's this one and this one. And if I take this off, I could do this one and that one. Or maybe that one and that one, I don't know. But the point is, I'm not really sure if I need it or not, but I'm gonna try it anyway and see how it works. So there's a bolt that holds the power steering reservoir, and that's what this thing is right here, power steering reservoir. There's a bolt right here that I'm going to remove, and I think I'm going to put that back on with the brace from here to here. And now, just that I have this available, I'm just going to clean this real quick. Alright, well, so that's not perfect, but I mean, it's a lot better than it was. And now, I'm just going to put the bracket back in here, kind of mock it up, and make sure everything's going to fit and look nice before I start bolting things down. There's a very real possibility that I'm doing this wrong. So if you're screaming at your computer screen saying, no, jackass, that's not where it goes, thank you, but it's too late. Chances are pretty good I'm gonna have to go back and redo it. But you know what? I got time. I got nothing but time today, or this week, or this month. I just learned something. This bracket has holes. It has one hole here and 2 holes here. And it just so happens that this AFR thing has 2 holes there and one screw here and 2 screws there. I think that it's meant to go upside down, and these screws go into that, and it holds the AFR in place. So I'm gonna fix that now and move some things around and make it work. All right, so I'm back, and there's some dumb things that I had to do. So, number 1, I had to flip the AFM, and the reason why is because I bought a cheap, shitty Spectre filter, and it's 6 inches wide at its widest. And if I were to put it on this side, I need something that's about 4.5, maybe 5 inches wide, and Spectre just doesn't sell anything that narrow. Could have gone with a K&N filter, but then the only ones that I could find were like 10 inches long, and as you can see, I don't have 10 inches here. I don't have 10 inches anywhere in here for a filter to go, so I could buy the very specific K&N filter that's supposed to come with this thing, but I don't even think that would work, because then I'd have to push everything so far forward that I would lose the space to have that bar in there, and I kind of like that bar. I like the way it looks. So now we've got an upside down AFM, which is no big deal because I can plug it in. I've had to do all kinds of weird things with the bracket in there. Welcome to my town, y'all. Anyway, so the bracket's really only held on by this one screw down here. But everything is fitting in there pretty well. I need to run this back underneath there and plug that in. Now, I do need to find a place for my cruise control module. I'm not really sure where I'm going to put that. Okay, here's the problem. I don't want to disconnect this. I don't need 3 bolts holding it down. That seems like an over-engineered situation. I think I'm going to be able to snake it around down in there and stick it, one of the bolts anyway, one of the bolts right into here, and it'll just sort of live in this general area here between the heat shield of the exhaust and the reservoir for the this is called the brake stuff. Yeah. So I had a couple of other thoughts about where to put this cruise control module, and I decided that if I put it down in here, it's awfully close to the heat shield, which apparently, as I'm told, gets very, very hot. This is made out of a lot of plastic, so if it were down in here, it would be right next to the plastic, and this vacuum line could get a hole in it because of the heat, and I've actually had that problem before with the cum stain. I remember running a vacuum line over the block or something like that, or over the header, and something got real hot or rubbed itself in, and that caused me a lot of problems. So there's this area right here next to the master cylinder of the or the reservoir for the brake line, and the master cylinder for the clutch, and it just so happens that I can just plop this in there, put that over that thing right there, pretty much voila, that's where it's gonna go. And the bonus is I can plug it back in to where it was plugged in before, where if I put it down there, it would never reach, so it's connected. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a bolt, or actually I could probably just remove that nut from the tower bar, and I'll just stick it on there and call it done. Okay, so we're pretty much done now. Things are in there pretty good. It's not like they're gonna be flying around. So the airbox is gone. Got this dumb looking cone filter on now. Cruise control has been relocated from, I guess it was here, now it's over here. Still got a lot of room for activities in there. AFM had to get turned upside down. That's fine. Everything else is exactly the way it was though. So, I think it looks better, as you all know in the Miata land, when you add a high flow input like this with the cone filter, you're gaining anywhere between 25 and 40 horsepower. So, I ought to be just blazing down the roads now. Yep, gives me about a 30% boost. So I'm excited about that. So let me start it up and make sure it works. All right, how bad did I screw all this up? Doesn't matter. This was a completely unnecessary thing to do. It was really just for looks. And I don't even really like the looks all that much because these the AFM had to be flipped. So it looks different than any other Miata motor at this point, which I guess is cool. I don't know. So that's really it. Let me just give you an update of everything that's been going on around here anyway. I don't really mess with the Miatas anymore. It's just not something that I'm like enjoying doing anymore. This is done. I'm now just doing stupid shit to it. So I should probably stop doing stupid shit. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the 2016. It's still performing perfectly great on the BC Racing coilovers. Still rubbing. It's probably too low. Don't care. It's fine. My production company, Good Egg Productions, I've been doing a lot of film work lately. I finished my first short film last month. That nearly killed me, but I enjoyed it very much. Hopefully I'll be doing more of that. But I'm also doing cinematography work for a lot of other people on their projects. Did some sound work for a couple of projects. And so I'm really putting more of my energies into the film production side of things. Still shooting photography, but I'm not really doing that anymore. It's not what drives me anymore. So I do it for some friends and some other people that I know, but not really actively looking to shoot other models or anything like that. The models in movies is on the super far back burner. It's just not something that's taking my interest these days. It didn't take off like I hoped, and I didn't market it anywhere near like I should have. So anyway, if you've been watching and you're watching this part, thank you. This is a dumb mod. I'm only doing it because I'm an idiot, I guess. Sorry I haven't been updating at all. It's just I don't think you're gonna see any more Miata content on this channel anymore. There may come a day where I'll just remove all the Miata content and turn this into a film production website or channel. It's just this isn't me anymore. It was me for 3 or 4 years, and there you have it. Thanks everybody for asking all the questions about you know, the turbo stuff and the cum stain. I don't have that car anymore. It's been gone for now over a year and a half. I miss it. I do. I wish I still had it, but it was just more than I needed. I didn't need 4 cars. It was expensive to have that many cars, and for the amount of time that I was driving each one of them, it didn't make any sense. So anyway, again, thanks for watching, and I hope you stay safe through this thing that we're going through in this country and the world. Be careful. Please pay attention to what the CDC and the government is asking you to do, and be safe.